Hi, everyone. I'm Anne Marie. I am living love consciously, and welcome. So, as usual, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. I thought about it, then I completely forgot what the subject was going to be. So, I'm just going to have to wing it because I still am not on a schedule where I can take notes and really plot out what my discussion is going to be. So, let's see. Let's just talk about life, right? How are you doing? How is life treating you right now? Like, what's going on in your life that's challenging? What's going on in your life that's super happy and everything is going as you want it to go? And what's going in your life that you would really want to change? Like, for example, you can have a challenge, but there's nothing you can do about it, but you can have a challenge that you can do something about it. So, in that aspect, what's going on in your life? Three things, right? Um, oh, you know what I do want to talk about besides that, and we'll pivot back hopefully. What I want to talk about is people who seem like they've made it in life but are still complaining. So, I look, I'm a person of color, and I for sure have experienced racism, but it's mostly from, I'm going to say it, from other people of color because within within groups there is racism, within groups there is classism, and I think people mistake classism for racism a lot of times. Sometimes people don't really care about your skin tone. They more care about the class that you're coming from. And that may appear as racism. I just want to put it out there because I think that gets confused a lot, racism versus classism. And I think there's more classism in the world than actual racism. Because what I'm predicting is in the future is like more people are just going to get together, and how people look are just going to be similar. I mean, like for example, there was like, I think somebody put an AI video and it was like, what is like humanity going to look like in X, Y, and Z time? And it was pretty neutral, kind of like androgynous looking. Um, so I think as more people get together, there's not going to be as much ability to target people based on their race. What's going to happen is classism. We're going to see that classism was always the problem. Treating people better or worse because they they are from a certain class, or they do not have the same education as you, they don't read as well as you, they don't know the vernacular the way they do that you do, they don't sound like you, and then also people are losing their accents. So it's going to be about who lives in the best neighborhood, who has the best of everything, who has the most options in life. Whenever I pray, I don't ever ask for more money. I always ask for more options in life because that's what matters to me. The ability to have options. Like, for example, if you don't like your job, the ability to say, you know what, this job is not fulfilling me. And I'm not just talking about like, oh, I have to do a job that makes me feel good about myself. No, I'm talking about a job where, oh, they're not really treating me well. They don't value me. I have the option to be like, I'm out. And a lot of people don't have that option. I certainly don't have that option. The other type is is option to like travel. Like if you want to break and say, I don't want to work, I need a break. Or the option to live where you want to live. Like, you know what? This place, there's too much going on for me right now. I need peace and quiet. And I want to be able to move to like the mountains or to the forest, wherever it is that you want to move. Or the option to be like, you know what? I don't want to cook. I want to just eat out because I'm too tired to cook. Or I want to shop at local farmers markets and have the option to do that. That's what's valuable, having the options. And of course, those options come with money, but the value of money is constantly changing. So you could have like $1 billion, right? And if the value is nonsense, that $1 billion is not going to take you anywhere. So, but if you can have options, so that means that no matter what the value of currency is, you always are able to have options in life to move the way you want to move in life. And I think that's super important. So that's what I always pray for, options. Now, pivoting back to life, I have been doing this meditation every morning for 5 days now. It's like I've been doing this meditation for every morning. So it's perfect. No, I have been doing this meditation for 5 days now. And it's nothing really complicated. It's just a moment that I get up earlier, even though I'm exhausted, guys. I am exhausted. Sometimes I get like 4 hours of sleep. But doing this meditation, getting up a little earlier, has certainly helped me. And what I do is I just sit with myself. And okay, I'm pivoting again. Before, meditation seems so intimidating because it's like, you have to quiet your mind. You have to all this stuff. And then all these people, this is not meditation, this is meditation. Everybody's got an opinion about everything. I've been to India and this is not how they do true meditation, blah, 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 and so on and so on and so on. A bunch of people, all right, always have opinions. So if you are a meditation expert and you happen to see this video, I am using the word meditation and it may be incorrect to you because I'm not looking it up. So anyway, I sit with myself and ask myself how to solve my problems. And I say, you can say, some people say the higher self doesn't exist, and we'll get into a whole other conversation about that because I did want to discuss about how many selves you are. And I was thinking about how can I relate this to science, because science is not what I understand fully, but science is what I connect with because I studied science a lot in college. I did take a few biochemistry classes because, anyway, I took a few science and math classes in college as well as art classes, right? So I thought about like when you are as a whole, right? There's your organ, your biggest organ, which is your skin. That's your outer world, right? And then you have an inner world that you don't even know about, like your cells, right? And then within your cells, there's an inner world that's happening too. And that world is what's connecting you to something that you don't know about. Like, so there's like 4 things going on to make you who you are, like energetic bodies, right? And Rudolf Steiner talks about this. I don't really understand his definitions. So I had to break it down for myself. So how I've broken it down for myself is to think about, okay, you have an organ, as I explained before. Your organ is this, your skin, right? It is interacting with the outside world. Then you have an inner world within your organs, not the biggest organ, which is your skin. So that's your outer. Then you have inner organs, your heart, your chest, and all those. They're interacting in an inner world that you're not completely aware of. And within those organs, there are cells acting in a way that you're not completely aware of. And then that is what's connecting to the higher consciousness that makes us all part of each other, right? That makes us connected to God. Anyway, I went off on a tangent again, and maybe I will get deeper into this. But when we talk about meditation, that's what I did. I went within myself and I had a conversation. I'm like, how do I solve this problem? Because this is the situation that I'm having. I'm having X, Y, and Z. And Lord and behold, the next days or days within, things start to solve. Like solutions starts to come. Even changes in my behavior, changes in other people's behavior that I was not aligned with, solutions start to come. Because there is something that connects all of us. And if we can like tap into that, and like you're angry at somebody, instead of like confronting and be like, I'm angry at you, and you say a bunch of things that you can't take back, go within that and have that conversation with them on that other level. Because on that other level, you may be like, you guys can kind of figure out what's going on together, right? And it will result in what's happening in your everyday life. this has been effective for me. I hope it can be effective for you. Just have that conversation. Try it and see if it works out. Let me know in the comment section. Did it work out for you? Because it has been working out for me. In the 5 days that I've been doing it, it has been working out for me. So do that. And then that brings you back to what's going on in your life. What are some of the challenges that are happening? Because if you can take those challenges, go within that inner self and say, you know what, these are some of the challenges I'm having. How do I solve these problems? All right. And then go with that inner self too. Man, these are the things that are really great in my life. I really want to keep them going. And, you know, these are the things that are challenging, but I can do something about it. So let's do that. Let's do some, problem solving together. Let's tackle this together. Let's find some solutions. And so I brought it full circle. I hope I did. It was coherent to you. But think about that. So think about what's going on in your life. Think about how you can solve it, and then go within yourself and have that conversation. You can have that conversation with outside people, but then you're going to get that outside world, right? But when you get that inner world, it's going to expand you into a world that is just more balanced and more calm, and the solutions are going to come. All right. I love you. Take care of yourself, and I will talk to you again. Again, my name is Anne Marie. I am living love consciously, and I hope to help you do the same. Bye.